Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank all of you that came, and we like to try to do something new. Be'ezrat Hashem, I hope it will be successful. And a special thanks to the people that organized it. I don't want to say name. I don't want the other guy to get offended and say I organized, I did. So whoever Hashem knows exactly which one put the effort. So a special thanks for all of them, and they have the schut of the mitzvah. I think the program is Be'ezrat Hashem depends how much we're going to go up, but Be'ezrat Hashem I think it's something like, if I'm talking 45 minutes or 40 minutes, I think people are going to get bored. So we're going to try to do like maybe around 25, something like that, of speech, and then we're going to do like, this is the reason I brought a paper, each one going to fill up, what topic interested you, and then we're going to make discussion or like a question and answer about every week a different topic. And then the last 10 minutes we can do Arvit. Why not? If the people do not pray Arvit, we'll see every day, every time we have minyan or we don't have minyan, every day. And
you guys play Arvit in school?
No, I'm sure. We're sure we can do minyan. Okay? We're going to try for next time to start the speech and even later and the time of the question and answer or the question and topic. Then we're going to be like more polite and more quiet. Okay. I would like to start with something. Maybe some of you heard it, especially this Shabbat, who was in this shul. Maybe not. And maybe some stuff that I'm going to say you already know. But I try to make it at least for the first time interested in that. So in the last week Parashat Shemot, in the beginning of the Parasha, the Pasuk says, Ve'ele Shemot Bnei Yisrael Abayim Mitzrayma. This is the name of the people that came down to Mitzrayim. Reuven, Shimon, Levi, Yehuda, Issachar, and Chul. So Rabbi asked, why the Torah have to repeat again and say the name? We all know last week, a week ago, before the parashiyot, before the Torah mentioned, all the Shvatim and Yaakov and all the people, 70 people came down to Mitzrayim. Why do I have to mention again, the Pasuk again, who is the people that came down to Mitzrayim? You can say one of the answers, I'm sure you have many, yes? What the answer?
Listen, boys, one of the answers is that just like you have a lot of money, you like to count it a lot, right?
Oh, amazing.
You like to count it a lot. Just like Hashem loved the Shivatim so much, He counted them twice.
Great answer, Mr. Beda, but you're right. This is what Rashi say, exactly what Rashi say. I want to go a little different type of answer. Something with the stars, right? It's the same thing, like Hashem say, like they count the stars, so he counting again and again. Another answer? Maaseh Avot Siman Lebanim, therefore.
Why do you like?
Well, just like, so it's showing like it's going to happen what Abraham said. What Hashem said to Abraham.
Okay, very good. Okay, nice. I'm going to go with the star what Eddie mentioned, but I want to share something else. When you go in during the day outside and looking up to the sky, you usually doesn't see the stars, right? I told Jackie before, we said, why are we going to eat later? I told him, let's eat now. You know why? Because one of the great speaker told me, let people eat when you speak. Then their mouth usually busy with the food, not with the talk. Okay, so let's see if it's going to work this time. So usually if you go in during the day outside and look up in the sky, you not see the stars. Doesn't mean they're not there. You're going now in the night, you see them. Why you not see the stars? Because the effect of the sun is too bright, it's too strong light, you cannot see the stars. Even they are there. You know the dream of Yosef, one of the dreams of Yosef, he say, I saw the sun and the moon and the 11th star bent down to me. Who is the star? Who is the sun? Right. The star is 11 Shevatim. Who is the sun? Yaakov. Who is the moon? Is Rachel or Bilhah, depends which perush you say there. So the sun is the Shemesh, is the Yaakov, and the star is the Shevatim. So when the sun is outside during the day, you don't see the stars. Yeah.
Why is the sun Yaakov? What can you do? What can you do?
Why can I?
Why is the sun Yaakov?
Which one do you think was in the dream should be? I mean, the sun going to be Rachel and the moon going to be Yaakov? You're right, but let's see the focus. When you are married, who is the man in the house? The husband, all right, that's it. So it'll be the son. And Yareach is the moon is Levana, is more Lashon Nekeva. So therefore it's like a lady, she Lashon Nekeva, right? And I can continue with you more and more different opinion about it. And Levana every 30 days renew. A woman every 30 days also renew. When you gotta get married, you're gonna go into that. But the concept is who is affecting is the son, is the father, is affecting, is doing. So when the sun is outside during the day, you don't see the stars. What does it mean? It means all the time when Yaakov Avinu was alive, the effect of Yaakov was so bright, so big, you don't see the star, you don't see the sun, what they are doing, you don't see the 12 Shvatim, what they are. Because you have so big rabbi there, so big, somebody dominating, somebody is big, you don't see the other people. When Yaakov Avinu passed away, now you can see the stars, now you can see the Shevatim. Therefore the Torah repeat again on the Shevatim, they came down to Mitzrayim, to show they are also great, they are also big. You didn't see them last week or week before, on the parashah before, because Yaakov Avinu was alive, you can see the stars. When the sun is on, when the sun went down, then you can see the stars.
It's like when you had Bill Gates next to Jeff Stein. One's 80 billion and one's...
Okay, I don't know both of them, but okay, but fine. If you know them, good. May have a connection a little bit. We can sponsor better food for you.
That's next class. We're going to have it. You have Bill Gates here, and one's worth 80 billion and one's worth 600 million. You look... What are you with, I'm in the middle.
I'm in the middle, in between. Okay. So what's the message? What's the message for us?
Make a difference. I'm trying to say it.
Okay. Beta, you're good. Beta, you're good. You're good. Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
Great. So we're gonna come, Bezrat Hashem. So why I start with it? Why I want to mention it? Today we are in the darkness days. Today outside is very dark spiritually. I mean, dark outside. Many, Baruch Hashem, we have Parnasah, we have Shefa, we have food, we have everything we want. Not like the generation that was before us. But technically and spiritually, we are in darkness day. We don't have a big rabbi to lead us. We don't have a big leader. We don't have a big, thank you. But I'm saying, we don't have the greatest Talmidei Chachamim like the old generation. I know, instead of Beit, I'm sorry, I didn't mention now. But we don't have. So what's the job? We have to know, each one of us, listen to them. Each one of us is a star. Each one of us, you have the light and the bright inside of him to affect the other. Like if one or two guys can make here, there are almost 20 guys going to show up. And each one say, I'm coming if this guy going to come. And I say, this guy going to come. And everybody answer in the WhatsApp, I'm coming. Is effect on other people to come. And I'm sure when you're going to finish today, you're going to tell your friend, listen, it was something good. Maybe for next week, he's going to come. So meaning right now, the sun is now outside. You are the star. You have the power to affect on other people. You have the ability to shine a star. They look down at the sky. You saw every star is big, is amazing. You don't see him in the day, but at the night when it's dark, you have the power to affect on others. It reminds me of a story of a guy that went out from the way. He became Nafrum, and fortunately, he go down, and he was hang out with Goyalo Alenu, and decided they're gonna get married. So before, without pointing any finger, lucky is now a video now that I can show the point finger. But before they decide to get married, they said, let's go vacation a little bit and let's travel all over. And in one of the places they decided to travel, they go to Eretz Israel, and they went down to Yerushalayim.
I have a question, Rabbi.
Let me say the story, please. Don't forget the story now. And went down to Yerushalayim. One of the places they went to visit, it was Yad Vashem. You all know probably about Yad Vashem, the Holocaust Museum. They want to visit there. And they go inside, they see all the picture, all the trouble, all the memorize what יימח שמו Hitler did for the Jew and all the other nation. And when they coming outside, the guy told the girl, listen, I decided to leave you. I'm leaving you. We're breaking down. Okay, maybe. Okay, could be, yes.
You don't have to say it.
So, good you remember, I'm very happy. So, he told her, I'm leaving you. Say, okay, why? What's the reason? He say, I became more worse than Hitler. Whereas Hitler did not successful, I'm going to make more worse and I'm going to continue what Hitler started. What does it mean? Huh? The guy said to the girl, I'm leaving you because if I continue with you, I'm going to be worse what Hitler did. Hitler tried to kill us physically. If I'm going to marry to you, I'm going to kill us spiritually.
Why, she's not Jewish?
She's not Jewish. The rabbi say, doesn't matter what a Jew doing, doesn't matter which mitzvah he keep or not, which avera he doing, which not, he always remain a Jew. He always remain connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, no matter which level down he went. He's still the son of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he's still part of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The only way that he can be disconnected from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, if you marry to Goya. Not even in Mechalel Shabbat, not even in Chait Chazir, in Yom Kippurim, doesn't matter, he still remain a Jew. The only way that you can be disconnected Jew from the Judaism to remain Yehudi is married to Goya. Why? Part of you going to the Goya, and that part of you Yehudi, like convert and we change to be a Goy. Because no matter what's going to come from that Goya, is a Goy. It's not going to be a Jew. It can be converted later on. But that part became disconnect from HaKadosh Baruch Hu to be Yehudi. Yeah.
Is it true to marry Goya Abraham and like doesn't have to go to Abraham?
Abraham, yeah. One of the things is that Abraham Avinu stay in the gate of Gehenom, Gan Eden, and if somebody did not pull his Brit Milah, whoever uses the wrong places, he let him go in. Yes.
You ought to be buried in a Jewish cemetery if you married. Sir, I was asking a question. Thank you. May I wait? That's a yes or no question.
It's not yes or no question because it's not yes or no question because if the big rabbi is enough strong, then I'll let him gonna bury him, or let's bury him in some part next to the side. But he technically is still Jew. But I mean, he can make disconnected.
Yeah,
It's a part of him that is connected.
When you make a tattoo, you're not allowed to be buried in a Jewish cemetery.
No, it's not true.
It's not true.
It's not true.
Oh, you should have one.
Yes.
Is it only intermarried the boy?
Eddie has one.
No, I ain't married.
So Rabbi.
No, he can talk. Depends who's talking about. No.
Go out with one.
God with one, and I'm talking about.
Like,
That's fun.
How many people in the community said they're going to date a Goya just to mess around with?
No. Let me take you more step. I get it. That's what you asked it for the cemetery. It was the same question. I'm going to that. I'm saying when you say going out with the Goya and now marry physically, put a ring. I'm saying are you with the Goya? It's the same thing. It doesn't matter if you have to marry or not marry. If you understand what I'm saying, okay? If you're doing like a husband and wife, it doesn't matter if you marry or not. No marriage by goyim. If you're doing relationship with the goy and goya,
You're sleeping with the girl.
that's it. It's not marriage. They have to be put a ring. This is something else. This is not what I'm talking about.
I really had a question.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna give him the question first, but does that mean I did not open it to the topic. I'll be glad to be if you write down part of the topic, maybe we're gonna discuss topic on it. But right now I want to make like a more sikha speech, and then we're gonna live. Yes. What's your question? Quickly.
The way that non-Jews marry, all it is they put a ring on your finger and say I do. That's it. It's nothing. So when you say marry, you mean marry like I do, or sleep with?
I mean be together. Relationship. That's it. One second, I'm answering you. Let me finish this answer. Okay, guys. By goyim doesn't have marriage. What we call marriage, nisuin, by marriage, by put ring, by them is nothing. If she put the ring on him or he on her, and right now you want to go with somebody else, according to halakha, whoever was, nothing effect. We have that halakha that if you're married to a lady, she's eshetish, nobody else allowed to be with her. But the goyim doesn't have halachot like this. Doesn't have any in the marriage that can affect So when I say marriage, I'm saying like make relationship between them. 1 second. Yeah.
If let's say a Jewish girl marries a non-Jewish guy, the kids will still be Jewish. Does she not?
It's not a regular Jew. What do they call him?
He's a Jew. No, I'm there. No. He's 100% Jew. He's just not what's called. He's not called what's called in Hebrew miyuchas. I mean, like a good family, pure, but he's 100% Jew, and you have to put tefillin, have to put everything.
He's a monk.
Yes.
He's a monk. She get buried into a Jewish cemetery.
She could be buried in Jewish cemetery. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Eddie, you have something to say? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. 1 second, Jackie. Yeah, Jackie, I'm sorry. No? Yes.
Let's say, like what he says, Jewish mom, non-Jewish dad, the baby. Let's say he's a Kohen. Is he allowed to go for a Kohen?
How are you getting Kohen?
Not as Kohen.
The father has to be Kohen to be Kohen. And ask his name. What is Israel? Israel. What? It's not Kohen.
His mom is Kohen and his dad just isn't Jewish.
So he's not Kohen. He's not Kohen. He's Israel.
Automatic Israel.
Even a regular guy, a regular Israel guy, married to Bat Kohen. My wife is Bat Kohen. So my son is not Kohen. He's regular Israeli. He's Israel.
He can't go by his
Doesn't matter.
because his dad isn't Jewish.
Doesn't matter. Not affecting, yeah.
I thought if you're doing a relationship, you have to say that with this relationship, I'm marrying you. So.
And it's only by us, not by them.
Yeah, so
they doesn't have anything in the marriage.
If maybe someone's in a relationship, right? And he doesn't say that I'm not marrying you with this relationship. He's not married.
Okay, somebody doing a relationship with the Goya, I'm talking about, or with you?
Goya.
With the Goya, it's not marriage. Even you're going to say meant to marriage or not meant to marriage. Marriage, we use in the word, the term marriage, would be a couple. But the marriage, according to the halakha, nothing affected by the Goya. Doesn't have, the get or kiddushin doesn't have apply for Goy. Yeah.
So my boss, his mom's Jewish, his father is Muslim.
Yeah.
By the Muslim. The father.
Right.
So
according to us, he's still a Jew, and you have to.
What do you
have to.
What would you think would happen? What do you think would happen?
Listen.
I mean,
I don't know where it's coming. Okay. I understand the story you say, but I'm saying legit, according to the halakha, you have to keep mitzvot like a Jew, like nothing else. It's not different. He doesn't. Okay. You make it go to ISIS and no, what's the mitzvot? Okay. Let me continue. I want to continue, guys. This is not what's my plan to open the subject. I like the asking quite a good question and a lovely question, but I want to move a little bit forward. Okay. So, okay, guys. So that girl asked him, okay, what's happened? Tell her, whoever Hitler, let's go back to the story. Whoever Hitler, they're not successful, I became more worse from Hitler if I married to you. And the left her, I became firm, became religious. That girl decided to convert. And when she came to the rabbi to convert, the rabbi asked her, what's he find to come to be from a Jew? Well, what's the reason? Say, I was hanging out with that guy, and I know him for many years. I know this guy is serious. He's not taking things like heck or like. And if he decides to change, for whatever reason, he decides to leave me and change wherever he was before, it means something true is there. It means something very, very important is there. So I want to belong to that people. This guy got changed. Therefore, she got converted. It's meaning that guy, in one effect, in what he did, he can affect on somebody else. We have the power to affect on others. We hang out with our friends in the class, in the school, in the college, in the work, and where we are a Jew, we are a star. We have the power, we have the effect on others. So we have to be careful sometimes what we are doing, because we are so shining outside, it's so dark outside. Everything we can do, people looking at us. I don't think they're looking only on religious if you have black hat and kippah and beard. They're looking on you. They know you're a Jew. Doesn't matter if your friend is less religious and more religious than you. You're looking at you how you behave. You're looking at you how you pray. You're looking at you how you come to the class and affect and doing. And for a free time, you want to come to the class even though you have game or whatever you have to do. You come to class. It's effect on him. Not today, not tomorrow, but it will affect on him. So you have to understand how much responsibility all of us have. It's good from one side, but it's a responsibility so we can affect on other people. And this, I want to say, Is this part of the question? No, I just don't know. It's part of the question. I'll let you know. Everything we're doing is affecting. There was a guy, he was a plumber. He got a phone call to come to fix somebody in the house. He had a problem in the pipe. And he came to the house. He told them under the sink, he had a problem. It's black or something, problem in the pipe. And he started checking. And he look in, you see that is a big job. Something, the big problem here is very old pipe here. And you have to sit down a couple of good hours and fix all around. It's going to cost a lot of money. And he look around, how the people in the house, is these people, they are rich, Bill Gates or whatever, their friends, if these people, you see, I heard about bill of $100, whatever. You see the widow with like 5-6 kids, and the house looks like empty and old, and you understand he cannot collect money here. I said, what are you going to do? I have to help that lady and help her to fix the problem. Can't live like that. So he sit in a couple of good hours and fixing it by the pieces they need, and he fixed it, changed and everything. In the end, before he leave, the lady told him, listen, what's the bill? How much I have to pay you? And like she have like a very sad face, you know, probably who knows. It was in Israel, that's why, who knows, I don't know, 1,000 shekel, 2,000, whoa. She doesn't know what. Said, don't worry, you don't have to pay. Said, what do you mean I have to pay? You walk here. They paid me. Who paid me? The city paid me. What do you mean the city pay you? No, they pay me, don't worry. Said, you sit here a couple of good hours, you walk, you bought stuff, you did. What? Said, no, listen, the city decide in that neighborhood, you want to make a new place, you know, to renew the area, renovate the area. And one of the building, it was you building, is a part of the city, and the city pay me. Don't worry, you don't have to pay me anything. So thank you, appreciate it. No, welcome, you saved me and all that. Years pass, and this guy he makes some good money, good business, and he buys some property. He want to build a house, and he buy the property, and he come to construction, the conductor, and ask him what I have to buy, and decide he buy all the merchandise, all the items for the building the house, and the constructor going to build the house. So he takes the list what he have to buy, and he go a couple stores to check, give him a price, you know. Let's make which one is cheaper from one order. One of the company they go to him, the name of the company was Yossi and Tzuri. This is the name of the company, whatever it is. Two names of people. He goes to the company and go, okay, give him the list, what he need, what he ask him, can you give me an estimate? Can you give me the price what you want? So okay, we're going to give you. 2 days later, he come into his property, come to check some stuff, and he saw a big truck of Yossi and Tzuri unload merchandise, unload item, and put it in his property. He said, what's going on here? He came to the driver, he said, what you doing? I did not order anything, I just estimate. He said, I don't know, the paper here says delivery, this address, this is the right address? I said, yes. So delivery all the item to you. I said, but I didn't pay for it, what do you want from me? I said, but I said, delivery, I deliver. I said, put back everything. So listen, if I put back everything and make me trouble, please go to the office and talk to them, see what's going on. The guy go into the office, and he opened the door like so angry, and he starts screaming to the secretary there, I know you trick, you're going to send me, and you see somebody pay for it, and then he charged me double, because nobody pay, and I did not order, I just estimate, what's that, what's going on? You know, Israeli guy had to start making chaos, so like making big chaos in the office, and like, yeah, I told you, whatever, I don't want to say all the names, yeah. So the secretary tell him, listen, let me check. She checking the order, and he said, listen, the order says pay. What do you want from it? Say, I know, you tricked me. They said, listen, do me a favor. Go to the owner, go inside the office, go to the balabayit, go talk to him. What do you want from me? He opened the door and starts screaming, come down. What do you like? Coffee, tea, I give you. Please sit down. So what do you want? Say, listen, here's the bill. Say, here, but it says pay. Say, I didn't pay. Nobody pay. What do you want from me? Say, don't worry, the city pay. Say, what? What city pay? Say, I remember you. Almost 20 years ago, you worked by my mother's house. And I saw you, I make mercy on my mother, and did not take any penny from her. And he said the city pay. And I know the trick or just because it was so kind. And I'm tracking you, who are you, where are you going to be, and where are you going to find you. And that day that you came to my office, I remember you is the same guy, and I send you everything. so the CD pay. When you do something, you don't know what's the effect, what's going to cost later on. It's going to be effect involving Hashem pay the bill for everybody to make the effort. When you come into the class and affecting on your friend to come and you're doing something, you don't know what's going to happen. Today, tomorrow, later on, it's going to build something. It's going to build something good. And a person has to know, whatever he's doing, like from this side, the good side is coming back to him. Also, chas v'shalom, from the bad side is coming back to him. You know, in the old time, it was like, in the small village, in the small city, they have the baker, and they have the milkman, right? They got to give milk, come every day to the door, they bring the milk, and bring the cheese for each one, in the order. There was the small bakery guy. So there was the bakery guy, the bakery man was very honest man, very tried, not cheating, not to do nothing. And one day he get envelope, they invite him to the court. Say, I'm going to the court. What's happened? I didn't do nothing bad to nobody, and why I'm going to the court? So he check in what's going on. The milkman sue him. The milkman sue him. Why the milkman sue him? I don't know what's going on. What's happened? Okay. They come into the court, and the judge asked him, tell me, do you have scale? Do you have scale? Say, why? Say, that milkman always gets from you bread, and he say your bread is 1 pound, and he say sometimes it's really 1 pound, sometimes it's like, I don't know, how you say less than pound? Ounces.
15 ounces.
15 ounces, sometimes it's 14 ounces, sometimes it's 13 ounces. You say it's 1 pound. So how you measure your bread? How you measure your bread? Do you have scale? Do you have scale? Say, no, I don't have scale. So how you doing? How you measure? You say, this loaf of bread is 1 pound. Say, listen, I decide, I don't have scale, I decide what I'm going to do. I take like fake scale. What am I going to do? I buy from the milkman, he say he sell his cheese 1 pound for cheese. So I put 1 pound of the cheese on one side of the scale, and I put a loaf of the bread on the other side of the scale. So wherever the 1 pound of the cheese, I give him 1 pound of loaf bread. So when he tried to trick somebody, that milkman, he was the cheating.
Was it true?
It was true. It was the milkman, he was the cheating. He was always cut off from the cheese, and he tried to sell everybody, sell a pound. And he give him exactly compared to him. So when you're doing something, it's going to affect you in good, and God forbid it's going to affect you in not good. But we have to know one thing. Whatever Hashem decide to do, no matter what, and I'm going to finish with that, no matter what Hashem decide to do is going to happen. We are young guys, some of you are going to marry very soon, some of you later on, so without Hashem everybody going to be soon in the right time. But you have the right time for you to marriage. I don't know when the right time. Which one have the right time? Okay, Be'ezrat Hashem. Listen. The one thing we have to know, no matter what, how much trick you try to do around, wherever Hashem decide to happen, it happen. You all know the famous story. I'm going to make it very short. The name of the story is Yosef Mokir Shabbat. I'm sure you know that in many variations. Just going to say it very short. It's a story in the Gemara, Masechet Shabbat. It was a guy, they very respect Shabbat. The Gemara says a story. There is a neighbor who was a rich man, a goy, rich man, and he saw in the stars, astrology, he saw in the stars that all his money going to go to this guy Yosef. And he got nuts, he got crazy. He said, my money going to go to this Jew? No way. What he did, he sell his own merchandise, all his real estate, his stock market, and this. Well, a couple million they have. He buy one diamond, nice diamond, they value all the money they have. And he buy a hat, and he saw it inside the hat, and he wear the hat all day, all night. Go to sleep with it, wake up with it, shower with it, whatever he did with it. Say, this money never going to get to this Yosef. One day he going in the river, what's it called? The boardwalk, he's walking the boardwalk, and he walking there, and a good wind, the Cindy came and flew his head away. And that had drawn inside the river, capiche, that's it. No diamond and anything. Yeah, the diamond wasn't there.
I was jumping right after it.
Huh? You can jump how much you want, but nothing there. The Gemara continue with the story. It was a Friday. It's a Gemara, it's a real Gemara story. Yeah. I thought it's like a story that the teachers in first grade in kindergarten. Yeah, it's Gemara story. They make it more nice, interesting, but the source is the Gemara. The Gemara Masechet Shabbat, I don't remember which page. Around Ein, page something. So the Gemara says the story, I said this guy, they're going to catch fish. Fishermen, they go get fish, and they get a big fish. It was Friday afternoon, and they come to the market to sell the fish, and they say, nobody gonna buy now the fish. Everybody bought the fish. I say, you know what? Yeah, one guy, Yosef, he always like to buy nice fish for Shabbat. Go to him. They come into the house, knocking on the door. They smell the Moroccan fish they already have from inside, yeah? All the good fish they smell. Say, what's going to happen? Let's see. Knock on the door. Yeah, Yosef, look, we have a nice fish for you. Say, yeah, but my wife already prepared and make. Listen, Chavot Shabbat Kodesh, we know, we give you a good price. Say, okay, no problem. Even the wife let's make another one, Chavot Shabbat. He buy that fish, and he put the fish and the slices, and he find the diamond inside.
Wow.
And the rabbi came to him and tell him, who respects Shabbat, the Shabbat pay him back. This is a story I'm sure all of you heard in the first grade, kindergarten, wherever it is. Okay, never? Okay. My question, not my question, the rabbi question. The rabbi question on the story is like that. If the Gemara want to teach us the most important things to respect Shabbat and how the Shabbat pay you back, just tell me quickly. There was one guy who respect Shabbat, and one day Friday afternoon they came to him with a big fish, and even though he had fish, he bought another one, and he found a diamond. Why did Gemara have to tell me all the story about the goy? He have a dream, he saw in the stars, and he sell all his stuff, and he put a head,
Aren't you not allowed to keep the fish because you really bought the fish, not the diamond?
But why have to tell me all the story around? Yeah, but what?
We'll keep on buying fish.
What? No, but what's the point of the story? If the point, good. This guy now, put it in every fish store, now the big story outside, it's good sense. But I'm saying, what's the point? What's the point of the story? The point of the story is just to make how you respect Shabbat pay you back. I don't need all the story with the goy. So Rabbi said the main point of the story is to show when Hashem decides something going to happen, He can do whatever you want, and technically He's just helping Hashem to do whatever He wants. Because think about it, if the guy never sells all his stuff, is likely for Hashem was very hard to transfer the stock market, the real estate, the merchandise, all these people, item they have to Yosef. But this guy is probably going to be a smart, he's going to do against what Hashem wants, and he's going to sell everything and make it a diamond. He's helping Hashem, technically, how Hashem want to make the end. They make the transfer all the money to the other guy. Make it easier, right? Whatever easier for Hashem, but in our eyes it's more easier. So what I'm saying is, this is what happened with Paro. This is what's happened with the brother of Yosef. They thought they're going to sell him to Mitzrayim. He's going to be against his dream. Opposite. He just helped him. He's helped Yosef to be a king. Paro thought he's going to throw all the kids to the river. He's going to kill them. In the end, go up Moshe Rabbeinu on his lap. Whatever you think you're doing against is crazy. If you think about it deeply, you in the end going to do the good thing that affect it much more better. So we have to understand in our life, sometimes we are still young, Baruch Hashem. In our life, you have a lot of situations that happen. Don't fight with it so much. Because wherever you think you're going to do any trick, and let's go from that way, talk with this guy, let's try this, that, with this good. The end of the day, you just helping the plan to continue. So you have to know to accept the plan and accept whatever Hashem happened to us. And I'm very happy that you came today. And I have a paper here. Whoever want to sign and write any other topic the guy did not write before. So please, and then,
anything they want to talk about?
no, I say I write paper, write, and I can look and I can prepare anything for any item. So, please,
What kind of stuff do you guys want? You guys want to...